So we have made a big step forward recently in European integration with the formation of banking union. First part of banking union is already operational. It's the ECB which has become in charge of banking supervision. The ECB is doing this now since about 6 months. It's the biggest banking supervisor in the world. Of course, there's still some work which remains to be done, some work which remains to be done for legislators to further ease the work of the ECB, to reduce, for example, the powers which the national authorities have today, and to further harmonize, for example, reporting standards, which is basically the accounting standards which are used at national level. The second leg is, I think, even more revolutionary for a European perspective. We have a single resolution mechanism for the single supervisory mechanism. Of course, we had at the level of the member states, we have a harmonized resolution scheme for banks. In the level of the Eurozone, we'll have it in a single resolution mechanism, which is supported by a single resolution fund. Again, a huge step forward, because we'll have a single resolution fund which mutualizes the national resolution funds as a backup to the national banks, and which will come only into play after, for example, other means have been exhausted, for example, bail-in of bail-inable debt of the banking sector. The third leg of banking union is the deposit guarantee schemes, which is probably the weakest link of the three, which remain national. So we don't have a European-wide deposit guarantee scheme, we have national schemes, and there are also some backdoors to that, so the harmonization is not sufficiently complete. All in all, I would say banking union is a huge step forward in European integration. It's one of the many elements, together with the harmonization of regulation, by which we should make a crisis in the future. We should be better prepared for it, and also be better respond to that, and also, above all, use much less taxpayers' money. It should be levels of defense should be at the level of the banks themselves, no longer the budgets of the states. The question, however, remains to what extent what we have is sufficient, and if we have a big crisis like the one we had 7-8 years ago, whether the means which we have are sufficient. So some people are doubtful and think, let's say, that this is not true, that taxpayers' money will not be used if we have a big banking crisis which costs €1 trillion, for example. We will need to use taxpayers' money again.